me loose. Gold on patrol. Money in my pocket and I'm all up in the zone like, ooh.
So Shao Kahn is one of those characters in the in the fiction franchise that's pretty easy to scale here. I'm sorry that my Akuma video was just insanely long. It was like that because of all the scaling I needed to do just to put Akuma on the level of Shao Kahn here. But this one is pretty simple. Shao
The
Kahn can
fool in
scale
the red
above
cape had been
multiple
dealt
characters,
with.
even in
Now
crossovers.
Scorpion would learn
This
how
is
he
where
came
we'll
to this
bring
place.
in, Injustice
Heretofore,
and
only
Mortal
the
Kombat
sorcerer
DC,
Quan
as well as
Chi
normal
or the
Mortal
fallen
Kombat,
elder
lore and
god
stuff.
Shinnok could have
So in terms
summoned him.
of Mortal Kombat
Scorpion's
crossovers,
answers
we have
appeared in the
Injustice
form
and
of
Injustice 2.
Trigon, who
We have
accused Scorpion of
being the
deserting
first one,
Trigon's
and
demon
Scorpion was
army
actually,
and stealing from him
able
the
to take
glory
out
of
Trigon
besting
in
the
his
High
own
Counselor.
realm, which
The
by
two
no
faced
means
each other
is
in a titanic struggle.
which by no means is a
Scorpion
small feat.
emerged the
Trigon
victor
was
and
already
assumed
able to
control of
self-correct
Trigon's
in the,
invasion force.
Injustice verse outside
Soon
of
this
the realm.
strange new
It was capable of
land
actually
would be his to
bringing,
rule.
Our universe into his.
Driven
There's
here
also
by
Sub-Zero,
magic
who
unleashed as I
casually
forced
scales
Protocon's
above,
retreat from
everyone
Earthrealm
in
to
Injustice,
Outworld.
by his ending alone.
I was seeking
He's
a route
able to
home when
defeat
Brainiac
Brainiac, which
attacked.
took a newly formatted
I
Justice
could not
League that
allow
was,
this vile
not holding
invader
back
to add
as
this
Regime
planet
Superman was
or
bent
myself
on,
to his
he was going to
collection.
kill him, and actually
In
stated that he
gratitude
wasn't
for
going to
my
hold back
flawless
anymore.
victory,
There's also the fact that he's
Batman
able to train
offered
the
the
other
Justice
recruits like
League's aid.
Firestorm, Supergirl,
While I
and
waited
Blue
on
Beetle.
him to
These
unlock
guys
the
can
magic
scale
of
to
interrealm
planetary
travel, I provided
or
valuable
higher.
combat training to the
Definitely
youngest
in
members of
star
his order.
levels,
But the
ranges,
spells that were
so
devised
yeah, these
went
guys are pretty
awry.
cool here. And
Instead
just
of
the fact
opening a
that
portal to
a
Earthrealm,
lot of them escape from the
they
Phantom
opened a
Zone,
gateway
and
to
we
the
actually
Phantom
see
Zone.
Sub-Zero again
Now
being able
I
to
fight to
match
re-imprison
Superman's heat vision
Superman
with
and
his
his
ice,
followers.
his,
They would not have been
cryomancy
freed,
abilities here.
but for my
So this
accidental
actually
arrival
shows
in this
that,
realm.
Shao Kahn can
I am
easily
now
scale
duty
above
bound
this
to
suit.
protect
He
it.
already does anyway. So yeah, these guys would scale to Brainiac, or they pretty much scale to each other, and Scorpion scales above Trigon in his own realm. I would even say Scorpion and Sub-Zero scale above Trigon individually, meaning Shao Kahn scales above them together anyway. So yeah, these guys, that makes Shao Kahn ridiculously tough here. There's also the Mortal Kombat vs. DC crossover, which was both a comic and a video game. This actually showed that Darkseid and Shao Kahn were equivalent, and Shao Kahn's reality warping powers were mixed here. Were mixed here with Darkseid's power level. So this actually puts them, at a comfortable and balanced out plane of power. Darkseid being able to fight against the Anti-Monitor, who's been able to pretty much destroy whole universes. He destroyed Earth 3's entire universe with no effort at all, albeit it did take him a bit longer than the original Darkseid, but still, that should be noted here. There's also the fact that he could easily scale above, again, the rest of the combatants, as, well, that's pretty normal here. Shao Kahn's the final boss. He needs to be stronger than everybody, needs to be tougher than anybody. And you beat him, you beat him. This also includes the rest of the Mortal Kombat and DC rosters, at least the ones in the game here. First things first, we should really, I guess we could scale the more powerful ones here. So that will include Green Lantern, Superman, Wonder Woman, Shazam, I hope I said Green Lantern, Flash as well, as he was a participant in the story. So for Hal Jordan, we can easily use the General Zod versus Kyle Rayner fight, because this is Hal Jordan's power. Kyle actually said he never felt willpower like this before, and this is how Hal feels every day here. He was able to thrash around General Zod, who was under the power of two suns. Yes, Zod was stronger than him, and Zod was able to win the fight here. But Kyle actually managed to hold his own here, and Hal actually went on to, I guess you could say, beat Zod, although it was revealed he was holding back. But General Zod did pulverize him the first time, while holding back, so that should be a good feat here. In terms of speed, he would have to scale. The Lantern constructs are able to move as fast as Speed Force singularities, as they would be able to move many times faster than light to faster than light. Then there's the Flash. Now they don't scale the Flash in raw speed, albeit you could scale Cabal to the Flash. You could just have to it would just be a lot of scaling to do that. But they were able to react to the Flash, who's faster than time. You have Shazam, who's been able to go toe to toe with Superman and Wonder Woman, and they all would be relativistically comparable, around the same level. So yeah, these guys are just ridiculously powerful, and yeah, we could even compare Wonder Woman to him. We could even compare them to Black Adam, who, in my opinion, would be like the strongest dude in the DC universe. We could scale Shao Kahn above him, as every DC hero was able to fight against Black Adam. They actually do it pretty fairly, pretty evenly, and was able to, you know, Black Adam's pretty much able to fight against the entire DC universe here, and Darkseid and Shao Kahn should scale above Black Adam. This is also where durability can come in, as Darkseid and Shao Kahn should be comparable to each other in terms of durability. The same Darkseid who's able to fight against Earth 2's Alan Scott and take attacks from him, until Alan Scott pretty much hit him with the power of the entire DC multiverse, which is actually a pretty impressive feat in my opinion, albeit it is what knocked out Darkseid. It was a temporary knockout, so more like he was knocked out for like, I guess you could say 5 or 10 minutes as it may be. So yeah, now in his own verse, Shao Kahn casually slaps everyone around, including Elder Gods. It's actually pretty hilarious once you get into the Elder God category, with Shao Kahn casually scaling above them. The Elder Gods were actually so afraid of Shao Kahn, they had to give their powers to Raiden. And even then, Shao Kahn actually laughed a blast off from Raiden, who was empowered by the Elder Gods. Technically, you could say he was empowered by the Elder Gods themselves, in my opinion, because they did give Raiden their power to the point where he was able to fight against them pretty handily, and even shows that he can kill them. I mean, it's ridiculous. One of the characters he killed in the game, Joshua Mendes from Mortal Kombat 11, was Geras. Geras should actually be in the same category as Elder Gods, as he was pretty much created by Kronika to aid her in her will against time, and he should be around the same levels as Cetrion and Shinnok, who are both Elder Gods. Elder God levels of power should be comparable to Raiden, as in the Malibu comics, God Kano was able to fight against Raiden, who pretty much, I think that should pretty much show that any Elder God level of power, granted or stolen, should be comparable to Raiden himself here. And Kano, a jobber literally was giving Raiden the work. Kano, like literally Mortal Kombat's golden jobber boy. Like really, it's absolutely ridiculous how Kano even got that power. And if you want to really compare it, you can scale Kano to Raiden and Fujin, who are both confirmed to be equals. Now you could say Raiden might be stronger or Fujin might be stronger. They should be really comparable to each other, as Fujin was able to beat Raiden in MK11, so that should be understandable. So they should scale both directly to Shinnok. All right, Shinnok is a Skyfather level being in his verse. Shinnok is also capable of, reality warping, similar to Darkseid. Then you have the fact that Shinnok can take attacks from Raiden and Fujin at full power, who had enough power to rival the Big Bang and destroy entire galaxies. They even shook the universe with their battle, so that's something Shao Kahn should counter scale above. There's Onaga, who was actually threatening to consume all realities. And honestly, yeah, I think that's pretty standard for Shao Kahn here. Shao Kahn should scale above a lot of characters. There's actually the fact that he was confirmed to have killed Blaze, a reality warping being that could warp the entire Mortal Kombat multiverse. You could easily use his MK11 ending, say he scales above Kronika, who's able to warp the entire timeline and create entirely new multiverses. Not universes, multiverses. So, yeah. And even without her crown, she should be beyond her children, which are the elder gods. This includes Geras and a plethora of other characters. Now the Injustice verse, you could simply scale him above Amazo, who fought the entire pretty much the Injustice 2 roster, minus the DLCs were there too. Never mind. I think we can exclude Red Hood, Brainiac, and the villains of that roster. So everyone other than that, he was pretty much able to fight here. And yeah, I think Shao Kahn could casually scale above that. Amazo wasn't even as powerful as Brainiac in my opinion. All right, Brainiac definitely had a lot more going for him. He had the drones, he had the intelligence, he had the strength to match Superman, or at least, you know, before Superman, you know, got his foothold together. But still, Amazo is definitely one of the top few most powerful beings in the Injustice verse here. I mean, this guy straight up fought the Justice League and Teen Titans combined here, so that really shouldn't be any sort of problem here. Only he even almost killed you know, Green Arrow and Black Canary here if it wasn't for the Flash here. So honestly, yeah, I think it's safe to say Shao Kahn can definitely scale above these guys. He also has his own hacks like soul manipulation. He can take, steal, and hush boy. He can take, steal. Sorry, y'all, that was my dog. What is wrong with you? What are you doing? So he can casually do all these things, and, you know, he should scale above these plethora of characters. Plenty of characters. And, yeah, honestly, I think that's pretty much it here, you guys. He has a massive amount of versatility. He can, you know, soul manipulation, soul steal, shapeshift, empower, absorb, redirect. He can make soul shields, which are capable of reflecting attacks here. He can use his soul manipulation to create weapons like spears and hammers. So honestly, it's, yeah, in my opinion, Shao Kahn is definitely one of the most devastating fighters in Mortal Kombat. He's actually a really good hand-to-hand fighter, able to fight against military-trained and Shaolin-trained combatants. Hashtag Liu Kang and Sonya Blade, Jax, Johnny Cage. He's also able to beat Cassie Cage, which definitely puts him above Shinnok. So honestly, I feel like, Shao Kahn definitely hits the universal category here. He definitely exceeds it, in my opinion. You can scale him to universal to multiversal casually, just like Akuma. Without the you know, just by the kahn scaling alone, Akuma can get to universal to multiversal. You can get Shao Kahn to universal to multiversal easily, even based on his own verse, and just adding the DC universe just adds more fun to the mix here. So let me know what you guys think. Please comment down below, like and subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.